Hey, we're back! A couple weeks ago, I made a rendition of the Giant from Lethal Company in Blender. That video, did fine, but I wanted to take another crack at it. This time, we're focusing on the Thumper. These guys are common on offense, and honestly are just a bit of a pain. They're not too difficult to kill with shovels, but you should not underestimate them, as they can very easily catch you off guard and corner you. We're going to be doing the same thing, Blender, texturing in Blender, but this time I wanted to go into a bit more of an analysis of what the Thumper is and what we're going to be doing with it. Halved, or Thumpers, are highly aggressive, carnivorous species of the order Chondrothides. Their skeletons are cartilaginous, giving their bodies a stretchy and rubbery quality. Their name comes from the fact they must eat their bottom legs in order to escape the shell of their hatched egg. Their bottom legs are hardly functional to begin with. Their arms, or front legs, are very strong, and they occasionally use them to stomp prey. They can reach great speeds in a straight line. They are relentless hunters, typically at the top of their food chain. Their main weaknesses are their intelligence and complete lack of hearing. If you come across a Thumper, your best means of survival are leaving its line of sight, as it is slower around corners and can't easily track prey. Due to the fast and volatile evolution of this species, some theorize Thumpers are one of an increased number of mutations causing higher levels of speciation in planets around the Thistle Nebula. Scientific name, Pistris savis. That is the journal entry for Thumpers, and that gives us a little bit of information. One thing that the journal entry leaves out is its head is heavily reminiscent of a shark. Although the information that it eats off its own legs are important, as we shouldn't give them legs if they're eating them off, obviously. Thumpers have these little things coming off of their face. While I originally thought they were face plates, you can see that they are mouths if you look a little closer. Their hands are some kind of nub or hoof. I'm gonna go with nub, because I don't really want to model hooves. So, yeah, that's most of the information we need. I want to kind of lean into that idea that these things are mainly from fish descent. And I thought maybe we should mix in some amphibian. I decided that I wanted to mix between sharks and frogs for these things. Hopefully I'll get a decent result. Anyways, let's start the modeling process. I would like to point this out here. Please do not take this as advice. My modeling style is not great and definitely has a lot of room for improvement. But my starter and the way that I model, take a cube and add mirror and subdivision surface modifiers to it. Mirror means we can delete the vertices from one side of the model, and anything I do to one side that has not been tampered with is applied to the other side. This goes for textures as well. As for subdivision surface, it's a lot more complicated and has math involved. But basically, it changes the way that light reflects off it and makes it look a lot smoother, to put it lightly, honestly. Then, using the reference, we can extrude, subdivide, and just mess around with the vertices, faces, and edges to shape out and get a nice model. Then move on to textures. As for the modeling, this is what I did. As for texturing, we take the model and apply a material to it. We then generate a texture file. Then we go into the shading tab and we add a block. We then connect the texture file, and then we connect the texture file to the materials texture file node. We can then paint. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I've been working on it for the last couple days, and I think it turned out decent. I sadly don't have a really cool render, as I couldn't get the rig to work on this model, so hopefully this generic rendering will have to do. Anyways, hopefully I'll make another video in a couple of weeks. Maybe just 1 week. But in reality, you guys probably won't see me for a few decades. So, bye.